Yo,
Is
what's
this
up?
Back Your Belief 7?
Episode 7, man.
7 consistent weeks, bro. We got to give ourselves a little pat on the back to that.
Little one. All right, back
Little,
to work.
little 1, 2, back to work. Today, guys, we're talking about backing our beliefs when it comes to posting on social media, right? This is a very new thing, right? If you ask your Gramps, if you say, Gramps, I'm going to make money by posting videos online for other people to see. He
No
would
way.
have, he would have, get out of here, son. Get back to work.
Yeah.
Right. So there's a lot that comes to it, right? It's a very new thing and everyone wants to do it. Right.
Because it's
Uh,
easy, man.
it's easy.
It seems like all I gotta do is post or something like that to get paid millions of dollars, like these people on social media. It's an easy thing to do. I don't have to go dig holes or fix cars or anything like that to make a lot of money.
And I think that's why so many people are attracted to it, right? Is they think it's easy, but if you go into it with that mindset, it's going to be a whole lot harder than you anticipate, right? And I mean, it's something I want to get into with you because, you started your journey of posting shorts every day, and not many people are as consistent as you are. And you're out at the gate, you're fresh, right? You're posting 3 videos a day, and
Yeah.
that's kind of where a lot of people they say they want to do this stuff, and me included, right? You can get on a good schedule, and eventually it's just about staying consistent and continuing to post daily. So I mean, what does it look like for you? Like how are you able to post 3 videos a day?
Man, I just set time aside and I try to make as many videos as possible, right? I would say it's you definitely have to break it down, right? I was listening to Gary Vee and he kind of really gave me the huge inspiration, like he gives so many people, but he was just trying to like get as much content out as possible. And I was just thinking about, I was like, why am I not posting, right? So then I got past that, and then the next thing he says is do something that you love and just keep posting about it. Well, the two things that I do more than anything else is run and real estate. It's literally 95% of my life. And in the other 5%, I'm probably thinking about either running or real estate, you know? So I was like, okay, let me just put these two things together. It's unique. And while I'm out on a 45-minute run, I can just make as many videos as I can. I'll edit them at a later time and just put them in the box, get them ready to post each day.
There you go, man. I mean, figured out your niche. You're running straight into real estate. You're knocking down the walls of the content game, but you brush past it pretty quick. And I think a lot of our viewers are going to want to know, right? Is to why did you tell yourself you weren't posting to social media? Because a lot of people are in that boat right now. As to like, oh, I'm a very private person. I don't want people at work to see my videos. I don't want anyone to see I don't want my old childhood friends to see my videos. What was going on in your mind there? What
It's
got you to
just
post?
it's just the thing, Nick, where it's like how successful do you want to be, right? And you were like, oh, everyone will say, oh, well, there's people who don't post about their stuff. Like, no. Everyone who's like at the level where I want to be, the level that I want to achieve, everyone's posting. Everyone's posting. And people are like, oh, you're bragging. I'm not. I'm just posting about what I'm doing. And, hopefully I can help people along the way. Right. Because at the end of the day, your social media is your brand. As much as you like might say you don't like social media, and I was one of those people, right? So I get it. You can throw me in that boat, right? You can label me there. But at the end of the day, your social media is your brand. And I can say it 100 times, but when someone's looking you up, they go to Google or whatever, they're looking at your social media. What comes up on his Instagram? What comes up on his Twitter? What comes up on his YouTube when you're talking to sellers, when you're doing things, right? Oh, I mean, wouldn't it be easy if you have 200,000 followers on YouTube and someone's trying to question you? Like, yeah, just look me up on YouTube. See RJ Bates do it multiple times while he's on the phone. Or people saying, oh, your name's RJ? I think I saw you on YouTube. Yeah, you're having any credibility issues, they just went out the window.
That's huge. That is huge. And I think, right, it's something that comes pretty natural, right? Like you said, you love real estate and you love running, and you combine the two. And this is like, just like social media, it might seem awkward at first to take this camera and point it at you and start talking to a camera, but the real reason is like, if you can't just like talk to someone in person about this stuff as well, it should be no different than that, right? Because social media gives you the platform to talk to anyone around the world. And the great thing about this, right, is when you back your belief on social media and content creation, someone that's been following you for a month to 3 months can literally feel like your best friend. And when you meet them in person, right, like that relationship is established, right? And there's probably no better feeling in the world than that, to fully inspire and influence someone.
Yeah, I mean, absolutely, man. I mean, and people are gonna have so many objections on, why not to post, or oh, they don't have enough time, or oh this, or oh that, and you're really just making excuses. That's it. I was there. Trust me, you know. But at the end of the day, if you want to reach that level that other people are at, no matter what you're going to do, right? Whether it comes to posting on social media, or if you're trying to be an Olympic weightlifter, you have to get in the gym, right? For when you're talking about people who are in real estate, and what are they doing? They're posting on social media. They're letting people know. You're creating your brand. If you want to go be an Olympic powerlifter, you're in the gym. You're not going to get better. Everyone's in the gym for a reason, right? People aren't sitting on the couch eating Doritos for a reason. They're in the gym. That's how you get there. That's how you get to that level. So get in the gym, do whatever other people are doing.
It's important, right? Because let's say, there's a lot of people on your account that didn't know you run, that didn't know you did real estate until you start posting about it, and until you're intentional and you say it every day. Guys, you're really going to have to say something 7 times for you to say it once on social media. Write that down. You're going to have to say something 7 times, Andrew, before they hear it one time.
So you're
Okay.
saying I have to make the same post 7 times?
7 times, right? If you're gonna Trojan horse it and have a different message every single time, let them know that you're doing that, right? Because, for example, I used to be playing Fortnite, right? If I didn't make a single post, about being a wholesaler, no one would know I was a wholesaler. They just would have thought I was some guy that, got into a battle with Ninja my whole
Yeah.
life, right? Until you let people know what you're doing, no one will know, right? And it's funny because we surround ourselves with our immediate circle, so you assume that like everyone knows. But how many people do you think that I went to high school with know I was a wholesaler before I started actively saying wholesale, and talking about it 24/7?
Nah, nobody.
Let's start to talk about some of those objections, bro, as to why people won't post. One Gary Vee always talks about, I'll start, is, you want everything to be perfect, right? And it's this perfectionist thing. We all have it, right? When we post something and it's going to stay on our profile forever, we want it to be perfect. It's natural. And I like to use an example of like music artists, right? Is we all have those people we grew up with that call themselves artists, and you look at their catalog, and there's one or two goddamn songs on the catalog, right? On their discography. And you just can't judge anything from that,
Nah.
right? Because someone that wants it to be so perfect that there's nothing to show for. That ends up being nothing to show for. And that's why, it starts to become important on social media. You're going to be posting daily, right? The goal is to post daily. So don't focus so much on the little things within your videos, right? If you have the best cover, if the captions aren't all the way perfect, right? Post the video. The message is there, right? If the message is there, it doesn't matter if it's on an Android or an iPhone. You should have an iPhone, but it doesn't matter what camera it's on. As long as that content gets out and goes onto that algorithm, you're taking a step in the right direction.
Right, because ultimately, Nick, the point is about exposure. right? Like that's the thing. People get so twisted. Like, do you need this perfect content, this perfect content? You're not going to have it. You'll never post. If you're looking for the perfect reel, if you're looking for the perfect short or the perfect video, you will never post. If you're waiting for that first video to be perfect, forget about it.
Forget about it.
Not gonna happen. It's not gonna happen. Just get out there, start posting content, right? Whatever. Post the bloopers that you make. Who cares? Be okay, right? That's just more videos you can post. So say you get one view, that's one more person viewing it that didn't see it before. You have no idea what one interaction that you have with somebody, where that can lead. Trust me from experience.
And that's a good point, bro, is no matter how many views the video gets, right, is it's always a net positive, no matter what. And it's out there forever. So just because your video, let's say it has 500 views in a month, there's no telling as to think about a year from now, think about 2 months from now as to how many views that video can have. So you're only doing yourself and your family a disservice in the future, right? Patrick, but David, Andrew sent me a good Instagram video of him. Is like he's talking to his grandkids, right, when he posts the videos, because when your grandkids grow up, they're going to be on the phone probably earlier than kids nowadays are. So it's important to look at those videos, and that's literally an encyclopedia, right? Yep. As to how Andrew popped off and became a billionaire, right? And you're able to study that and see the steps and implement them one by one, just like the video. So, I mean, what else besides being a perfectionist? What if people don't know what to post, bro?
Well, hold on one second, but dude, think how cool it would be if you could. I know, like for me, like how cool it would be to go look at my grandparents. They just had a whole catalog on YouTube, like talking about stuff, right? Like being able to
alley-oop.
You're not going to be here forever. We know that. That's a fact, right? So like, okay, you have grandkids that they can go back and that they can, because they didn't get to spend as much time as they wanted to with Grandpa Nicky Vlay. Right. They get to go back and look at his YouTube. Dude, that's awesome. That's the reason why we have the technology that we have.
Grandpa Nicky Vlay? No, that's important, bro, because it really is an alley-oop, right? Just imagine if your father was popping on YouTube and the hottest things are really, bro, are reaction videos right now. Imagine if you were just like, son of Andrew Linder reacts to his father's videos. Right? Like you could start to make a name for your own and then garner that audience and continue to push the positive message. Like talk about legacy.
Sheesh, man.
Talk about legacy. But bro, what if my grandpa didn't know to post? What if he didn't know what to post? Like how would he figure out, what's content to make? What should he be saying on there?
Dude, you literally, like I said in the beginning, what do you love to do? And don't tell me nothing.
Because what do you love to do? Should be your first priority. Yeah.
And then just make it into content. That's what I did. Right. I'm not no YouTube superstar or anything like that. But when you ask people who are, that's what they're going to tell you.
You're not a YouTube superstar, bro. You're sponsored by StreamYard, bro.
Facts.
Do what you love.
Exactly. And do it often. Do it often, right? So if you love cooking, right, then why are you not making videos of you baking or cooking or doing whatever you got to do? And just keep posting about it, because it's going to be so much easier, right? If you don't like doing something, you're not going to get up early to go do it. You're not going to make time to go do it. Especially in the beginning, because you're not going to be making money. So for you to be consistent where you're posting 2, 3, 4, 5 videos a day. Yes, that's how many videos it takes a day for 3, 6, 10, 12, 14 months. You better love what you're doing, because it'll be real easy to just get sidetracked and not do it for a few days. And when you look back, but Nick, look back at all these big YouTube people, all these big YouTube stars who have like that we grew up with, right? Because YouTube popped off when we were growing up, and those guys will all tell you you have to stay consistent. What does YouTube love? Consistency.
Mm.
All social media does. They love when you're on it.
And if your videos can make them on it longer, right, they're going to promote your videos. So let's go back to cooking, right? Let's go back to cooking. How many things can you do inside of cooking, right? You can do trying new recipes for the first time. You could make a recipe and then have your significant other taste it and rate it. You can do tips and tricks on, the fastest dishes. There's so many things within that one category that you can figure out what to do. So when people tell me like, I don't know what to post, record your daily life. Start recording what you do, what you love to do, right? If it's the morning meetings you have, if you're doing, if you have a W-2 and you're in real estate, so many people are going through that same exact thing. More people than you know are going through exactly what you're going through. And just to speak up about it and have that dialogue can really start to house a community of your own and a culture.
Yeah, I'd probably say almost more people are part-time in real estate than full-time in real estate. So why not post about it? There's a huge audience there. I heard a story about, someone was trying to teach like a new mom, right? Someone who had 5 kids, then was teaching like a soon-to-be mom how to do things. If that's what you love to do, why not make videos? Why not make YouTube videos about it, right? How many new moms are coming into this world? So boom, they could just YouTube something and watch you teach them how to do things, tips, tricks, whatever. There's literally so many things that people are searching for that you can make content out of. So do it. If you really love doing it, I think that's the biggest thing. Find what you love and then just continue to do it. And stop caring about what people are going to say about the content. Stop caring about the comments. Stop caring about all the BS and all the stuff that goes with it. Be yourself. And then what helps you with that is surrounding yourself around people who are all on the same mission as you. Because, yeah, I'm posting every day, but so is Nick, and so is Daryl, and so is Tyler, and so is Marlon. Just to name a few, right? So you got to keep up.
You got to keep up. And the thing is, right, about the W-2, like just talking about that specifically, right? Let's just say you wanted to talk about juggling your time and how you do it, right? And you're like, hey, I don't manage my time well. Talk about it. It's even better if you're going to come off that much more genuine if not everything you post is a home run, right?
Facts.
Post your strikeouts. Post when you get hit and you take a base, right? Because that's going to be a lot more valuable to then just always saying, oh, look at me, I locked up this deal, I did this. And you're going to start to, create space between your audiences. Oh my God, this person like doesn't like do anything wrong. Like, be
relatable.
Yes. And that's that. Thank you. That it makes it not as relatable. Like you're not a human, right? Because humans make mistakes. So I think that's even important is you don't always need to post about your successes, post about your failures. And it's something that I need to take a page out of this book because posting about your failures will resonate with your audience way more than you can ever imagine. So, bro, we did, perfectionist and not posting, not knowing what to post, finding content that you love to post. Let's talk about, you mentioned it briefly. Let's talk about what happens when you get those comments and you get those haters or you get new people that have seen your videos.
Dude, they're helping out the algorithm. That's the way you got to look at it. It's more engagements. Listen, the biggest thing I tell everyone, right? This is just for life. You cannot be concerned about someone who doesn't know you, what they say about you. They could say whatever they want. If they don't know you, how you can't let that affect you in any way. So when you're on YouTube and some random person under some random screen name comments on your post, that can't affect you in any way. This person doesn't know you. So you laugh and you're like, what you should do is you should, support them right? Like what they said to you, love it, comment on it. Thank you so much for the great feedback. Boom, you just boosted your algorithm so more people are going to see it, which is going to ultimately help you. So we love when that happens.
We love it, right? Because if you say thank you and they send another comment, okay, thanks for the algorithm boost. And it's even better when you start to get people, and this happens a lot on TikTok, guys, is when they start to comment and they start to argue in the comments. So
Oh,
they go back
need
and
it.
forth on that. Oh,
Need it.
it's gonna be crazy. And that's why it is important on social media to not just be like, oh yeah, guys, like what's going on? This is how to lock up a $10,000 deal. Like, right? You don't want to go on like that. You want to go on and say, you're not locking up wholesale deals as big as they should be. Why are your assignment fees so low, dog? You gotta come at them with some type of energy, right?
Yeah.
Because their attention span is being pulled constantly. And if you don't grab them in the beginning, they're gonna keep scrolling. So just some little tips here as we continue to be on this journey to post content daily. And bro, if we could just finish off like the why and what it looks like in the future for us, if we could lay that out, I think that'd be
Sure.
important for everyone.
Okay. So you're asking me, why I'm posting?
Why are you posting daily and what's it gonna look like in a year from now? Are you still gonna be posting the same stuff? Where are
Yeah.
you gonna be at with this content?
Okay, so I'll break down the question in two parts. Why am I posting? I kind of touched on it earlier, but it is important to me, right? Because I do have goals and I see what those people who have what I want, right? Who have achieved, things that I want to achieve one day, what they do, right? And what's a common ground between all of them? They all are constantly posting. Also, the one thing that I love about posting is that it allows me to see my growth. It allows me to constantly go back and it's like, okay, that's like a check, right? 6 months from now, I can go back to videos I posted last week and be like, okay, wow, that's where I was at 6 months ago. Now look at where I'm at. I love the constant, look at myself in the mirror. Like, okay, am I getting better? Am I getting better? Am I getting better? Right. It's like the same way when you're making seller calls and you listen to your recordings. Okay, I got better 3 months down the line, right? I'm not making the same mistakes I was making at one point. I'm coming over objections better than I was able to before. So that's a huge part of it. Also exposure, being able to get out there. We obviously see the reason why people are posting that are successful is because the people it's because of the people are reaching out, right? They're able to create money and get money and do all those things. So that's also very important. Where does that look like a year from now? Sheesh, man. I really don't know, but I do continue. I have full plans to just keep posting. Who knows where the content is at that point, but I definitely am plan on posting every single day. I love it. I think it's fun, right? I enjoy it. And it's just something new, right? I love being out there. And it's just because I'm doing something that I love, it makes it so much better because I'm not going to stop running. I'm not going to stop doing real estate. So why not just put them together and keep posting? So, dude, to me, posting content's easy, man.
We love it.
It's easy to make the videos. I won't say posting the content is easy, right? Because I've had to come over that barrier, right? But making the videos is super easy, and I love it because I'm just doing what I love. So, what about you, man?
No, I mean you touched on a lot of good points. It's like a why not, right? If you're running every day, if you're not going to quit running, if you're not going to quit doing real estate, why not be loud about it and start to create that catalog? Companies and corporations, they've been doing this since the dawn of time. Is they you got it from today, right?
Yeah, not yesterday. Yesterday. I appreciate you, Price.
And, corporations, they pay to have, ad campaigns and do all this, right? If we're able to have a community, a valued community, and, you're able to promote something that you can get behind, brands will pay for that, right? And that's something huge as to you know, a lot of these creators, you have a big responsibility when you get to that level, right? And only being sponsored by something you really believe in. So make sure you believe in your sponsorships, right? I mean, what the future looks like, bro, is just developing a community that's self-sufficient. And I want to push everyone in my circle to become, you know, famous on these platforms. I'm going to start using the word famous. Everyone said it in like a, you know, TikTok famous, this, that. But when I say famous, like I really mean it. Like use our YouTube to speak on stages, to be recognized in person, to have great dialogue, to push, you know, the narrative forward. And I think that's just the most important reason as to why, because, you know, growing up, I used to watch the big YouTubers, PewDiePie and all these crazy YouTubers that have 100 million subscribers now. And, you know, if I could be a positive influence to kids my age when I was growing up watching those videos, I think that's just the next step. That's like full fulfillment into to pushing the youth forward, right? Because we see what's going on with schools and education and learning, and how all that stuff, you know, can be put on the internet, and some people learn the best that way. So there's a huge responsibility on, you know, humans teaching humans. And if you're good at something, if you got a 6:59 pace, you got to show the world and let the world know you got a 6:59 pace. It just is what it is, right?
Yeah. No, dude, I love that. And, you know, I guess that just means, Nick, we got to get back at it, dude. Tomorrow, we're recording more content, posting more content, and we'll be back next week for episode number 8.
Week 8, episode 8. How many days is that? 56 days, bro?
7 weeks in the books, man.
That feels pretty good, guys. And have you even posted a video yet on Instagram? What are you doing? Come on.
What are you doing?
What are you doing? Grab the camera. It doesn't have to be great. If you stutter, do one more take and that's it.
One
take action.
One take. Take action. Guys, we appreciate you. Thank you, thank you, thank you. As always, week 7 in the books. We'll be back for week 8. Back your beliefs. Nikki Vlay, I'm out.
Follow Andrew. Follow me on all platforms. That's where you'll find us. Connect with us if you're having trouble posting. Ask some questions and back your beliefs.